Thank you for joining us for the re-recording of the Small Business Academy, brought to you by the West Monroe West Washita Chamber and our partners down the hall at P3 Promotional Products. This is just designed to be a quick overview of getting most maximizing your chamber membership. If you don't know me, I'm Christopher Kelly. I'm the Communications Director at the West Monroe West Washita Chamber of Commerce. We welcome you to always get in touch. Send us an email. You can kind of maximize your benefits by making a package that meets your needs. So I wanted to start by just talking a little bit about the background of Small Business Academy. This is a by every other month kind of situation. So in the months that are odd, so our next one will be in March, and we'll do a whole thing about CPA and kind of common questions for taxes and kind of corporation structure. There are a variety of topics. We started this program because we know that small business people are their only fallback. They have to be everything. So if there's something that you want to see, let us know. The role of technology has obviously changed the way that we work. And so let the chamber help work for you. We have many tools that we can help you with your digital marketing. And we, of course, have chamber sponsorships and branding and paid promotions, but that's not what we're going to focus on now. If those interest you, get in touch. Let's make a package that kind of meets your needs. If you don't know already, the chamber and its board changed our investment strategy. We don't really call it a membership so much as your level of investment. So many of our members fall in the classic or principal level. This is just kind of an outline of those things, but I want to talk to you about the promotional things that are available to everyone. And so the number one thing I want to highlight that kind of gets overlooked is the chamber is here for you to use our facility. Do you need to host an interview? Are you looking for a new hire? Do you need to host a small event? Do you need to spread out for a major project? I know that I've done some big mailers, and using our conference room and actually taking advantage of a bigger space is really helpful. So if you need that space, it's available to you. Just give us a call, let us know. Do you need to actually help market some product? Do you want to set up for a showcase? All of that stuff is available to you. Just give us a call and use that chamber space. If you want to do a lunch and learn, all that kind of stuff. If you haven't been around here lately, we've actually done some renovations. So stop by and see, what the space looks like and what we can help you with. First of all, I want to say, we don't necessarily know what we don't know. So sometimes the best first step with the chamber, call us. Let's make a meeting. Let's identify what your key competencies are, what your risks are, and really develop a market strategy that matches what the chamber does. Whether you're looking to build relationships with your peers or necessarily with potential customers, the chamber can help you expand on that through our programs, through our sponsorship opportunities, but also in our regular promotion cycle. Don't underlook the value of putting in some content into a newsletter. Let us know about what events are going on in your life. Are you sponsoring a community event? Let us know. Give us that feedback. The bottom line is that the chamber is a nexus, a communication source, a promotional vehicle, and we want to connect you to those resources that matter to you. So meet with us. Let us kind of give a top-down approach and see what's going on. The chamber staff and our volunteers are always here to help shape your membership to maximize those dollars. Along those lines, I want to mention that this is really best if kind of your whole team is on the call. So if we don't have some of your members, their email accounts and things, let us know. Let us update that profile and develop a complete listing of your representatives. Now, that doesn't get distributed to anyone else. What it really does is every time we send out emails, when we get a call that we need to connect somebody with, we know tangibly how to connect them inside of your structure. Not everybody can digest all the information that comes out. We try to be very judicious with the information that we email out, cognizant that nobody wants another spam hitting their email account. So, that being said, we do tend to send information rich things, especially our newsletter. So it's great to have your whole team on there because one member may actually grab some information that you didn't quite pick up on. The same way with our social media feed, we hope that you will follow us on social because we use it as a secondary kind of contact mechanism for communicating with the community. Hey, connect with our members. Our events are a great way. We have a diplomat group if you want to get more involved. We have various volunteer opportunities, but connect with us on social media and don't underestimate showing your logo on apparel, on your business cards. Having those quality interactions is really important. And actually, studies have shown that if you have a name tag, if you wear a logoed or branded apparel, when you go to these meetings, when you have these interactions, it actually lowers people's intimidation and makes them more likely to approach you because they can kind of place you. I know that's a problem with me. Someone might look familiar to me, but I can't quite place where they are. If I get one piece of information, finally it comes into focus for me. And hey, as my Vanilla Ice said, yo, if you got a problem, we can solve it. Do you have an HR issue? Do you not know if you have an HR issue? Are you trying to come up with a handbook for your employees? We've got members that specialize in all of these distinct areas. I'm sure that they would like to connect with you. Are you looking to explore different medical coverage options? We've got a diffuse network of over 600 members that have expertise in a variety of places, and we want to help integrate that together with you. So connect with our members. It doesn't just mean coming to events. It means let us be a vehicle to get you the information you need. Get involved. Again, attend events. We have a variety of volunteer opportunities throughout the year. The golf tournament always needs somebody. We have an adopt a school program that's very active where our businesses actually volunteer in schools. We're a conduit for a lot of those things. You can sponsor an activity simply by giving us some branded merchandise to include. Let us help promote you. Leave us your business card at the chamber office. Tell us what you are looking for in a client. We get questions all the time, even cold calls. I wish that I had a digital marketing partner. I wish that someone would help me organize my stock better. I wish someone was an expert in throwing an event for me. We have those people and we'd like to connect you. Your return on investment is important for us. We've totally re-tiered into an investment strategy. But again, we don't know what we don't know. We need feedback from you to put that together. Always think about our event calendar. That's a critical way of kind of connecting with the community. Are you hosting a special sale? Are you hosting a sponsored opportunity for the community? We have some counseling services that work with Chenault and throw a big event every year. Let us know those things. Our public events calendar is very generous in what we add to that. It's a great conduit and it helps draw more attention to what you're doing. Share your expertise though. If you are an expert in a particular field, let's offer a lunch and learn that highlights your expertise. Share the value of what you are promoting as a business person with our community. Now, COVID being what it is, those might not be true lunch and learn opportunities. They might not be in person, but we can facilitate a digital medium that will work for that. Let's host those meetings. But again, let us know what you want to highlight. Our member directory is something we spend a lot of time on, both the online version, which attracts and is, we spend a lot of time on Google search engine optimization to try to link and backlink to other people's profiles. But that member directory is important in terms of what is the category that we have your business in? Where do you fall hierarchically? What are the keywords that people are searching for? Let's kind of look at your member directory, and you can either do that yourself by logging into your member portal or give us a shout. We'll print those keywords and what we have you tagged in. Maybe it's not the most appropriate combination of things. Maybe you would like to be known as a technology consultant and we have you under computer services. Let's fix that to best highlight and speak to your marketing and your message. Let's take a moment to review those categories. If you just go to the westmonroechamber.org website, look at the top left-hand corner, it says directory, search for your corporate name. You'll see what category you come up in and what you're associated with. Let's make sure we're stacking you on equal terms with your partners. And again, transform your marketing. Let's redefine that listing. Let's think about putting content into the newsletter. It doesn't have to necessarily be an ad. And when we say ads here, we're not talking about an additional paid placement. We don't always have space to run everything that people request, but we'll do our best If you have done a particular achievement, if you are celebrating um, an award, if you are celebrating an anniversary, we want to know that. We want to highlight those good things. If you're looking to post a job, we actually had a conference call recently with some of our business leaders who expressed concern about actually finding qualified candidates. And we have had um, pretty good success. I won't say overwhelming, but pretty good success in matching those job openings. We'll post them on social media, kind of lower the bar for an application, because sometimes with sites like Indeed and Monster, the actual application is pretty long and cumbersome. It's great if you're really looking for a higher level job, but if you're looking for service industry, if you need some help with those placements, let us use our social media platforms, post those things. We did it recently. We got 36 applications in the first 2 hours. So there's an ulterior way of going after those job postings. Do you have a sponsored event? Of course, let us know. And I want to reiterate that we do a lot of ribbon cuttings and groundbreakings, but gosh, those aren't just for openings. If you have an anniversary, if you're celebrating an expansion, maybe you added square footage to your restaurant, maybe you redecorated, maybe you're under new ownership, let us highlight that. Let us really share what makes you different, differentiate you in a way that promotes your brand and your message. We're all about shopping local and identifying those that are supporting our local. So display your chamber membership logo. We can send you this graphic, put it on your website. You can parade it on your social media. But also, if you are doing your darndest to buy from local people, if you are, let's say, a distillery and you're buying your glass bottles from a Louisiana vendor, you're buying your labels from someone here in West Monroe, you're buying your cork from someone that's actually manufacturing and doing the compression here in the state. Let us know those things. Let us help brand you for the achievement of shopping, but also buying your stock locally. Let us celebrate those moments. And of course, display proudly you're a chamber member. That associative value actually means a lot to people. It gives legitimacy to business, but it's been shown time and time again that if you're associated with a chamber of commerce, that people have a higher buying confidence. So it might get you that one client that you need. You never know. Give us your feedback, of course, but let us give you feedback. Let us spend some time with you. Sometimes we default to going to our friends for a marketing campaign to get that first impression. But quite frankly, they're a little too soft on us sometimes because they're our friends. Come in, let us sit down with you. Let's do a top down approach. Practice your pitch, practice your elevator speech, or better yet, in these times, practice your Twitter speech. Can you sell your business in 200 characters? It's hard, but it's probably essential now. Do you know how to deal with customers that are having a complaint? Do you know how to deal with inventory issues, logistics issues? Let us put our diverse education and backgrounds to use for you. We have everybody working here that's a science background like me, all the way to people that have expertise in real estate and marketing. We're all over the place, which is a good thing. It gives us a diversity of opinions, but also it gives you a background to play off of. Do you want to practice your soft pitch? We actually had someone come in and do their entire client presentation for a subset here in our conference room and work out the kinks of the fonts, the graphics. Let's balance the information so that when you go and actually meet those clients, you're hitting those points home. And then give us feedback. What services do you need? What's clearly absent? What are you fighting with municipality wise? Is drainage an issue? Let us know. Let us be your advocate. We work very hard in the background to communicate with our legislators, to communicate with city government, and let us know also what we got right. If you like the summaries that we send out, if you want more information on something, give us feedback, interact with us. It builds a stronger interaction and lets us know, quite frankly, where to change direction and pivot. So that's kind of an overview of what's going on with chamber membership. I'm trying to be a little bit quick and go through this because the point that I want to nail you down to everyone is, hey, we're here for you. The chamber's mission is to enhance economic growth by focusing on education, promotion, and community development. That community development is quality of life. It's all these initiatives and community support programs, concerts, and things that we do throughout the year. But recognize that we're working in a lot of other areas but we need feedback. So meet with us. Let us know what's going on in your business plan. Drop us some business cards or some literature, and let us help develop a marketing plan that works for you and match and maximize your chamber investment. Our next topic is going to be on Small Business Academy with a CPA. That'll be March 3rd. And it should be pretty fascinating. That's about the time we start getting deep into tax avoidance, if you're me, and putting it off until the last second. But it should be quite interesting. Think about corporate structures. Think about your questions about LLCs and incorporations. It will be a fascinating topic. So now I'm really excited to introduce my friend who works down the hall, Cindy Tatum. She's with P3 Promotional Products. Cindy,
Hello.
Cindy has a wide, diverse knowledge base, which is kind of incredible. And we partnered together for this presentation to try to kind of match, hey, this is a logical next step conclusion to highlight what's going on in promoting you as a holistic model. So Cindy, why don't you take that away?
Hey, thanks everybody for being here with us today. We know your time is valuable, so we so appreciate that you've taken a minute to be with us, and hopefully we will provide you some information that is of good use to you. So really, we've been in education, continuing education all this week. And it's our big trade show of the year where we learn all the new products and they roll out all the new and latest and greatest things. But we also have a lot of continuing education. In that, I just put together some of the things that I heard over and over. And here's just some tips and thoughts. Uh, when you go to see a customer, whatever it is you do, or they come to see you, be appreciative of their time. Let them know that. That's taking your time, but it's also carving theirs out as well. So make it good for both of you. And I heard this over and over. People don't buy what you do, they buy how you make them feel and the story you give them to tell. It's an experience. So make sure that's a positive thing that they take away. And what is your unique selling position, your USP? Is it listed on your business card? Are your business cards memorable and impactful? So when oftentimes that's people's first impression of you. Is it really nice, or does it look like you ordered 10,000 cards for 48 cents online? It makes a difference. And people, if they keep it, they're going to go back out and look at that, remind them how good you are and the things that you can do. Tell them what those things are, state it on your card, whatever that is. And think about who your dream team is at work. Does everybody have something unique to offer? Are everybody using their gifts in the best way? And do you all come together to kind of gel and make one big, great team? Or do you have any people working and not utilizing their gifts? That's when things seem to not work right and it just doesn't fit well. So rethink that. Leverage your community. So a little bit about that. Roll up your sleeves. Get out there. I remember we went out with the city one time and picked up trash. And I thought, holy smoke, do I really have time to do this? We had more fun picking up garbage. I'd been on streets and in neighborhoods I'd never gone down before just because I haven't. And we picked up garbage. We laughed. It was kind of fun. We got to hang out with other business people and members of the community. So, but when you leverage your community, you're actually supporting the community. You're providing a great service or product. You stand behind your products and you love what you do. And when you really like to help people and you love what you do, it's written all over your face. Same goes the other way. If you don't and you're just counting the hours, they recognize that too. So, um, areas of focus in sales might be client retention. It can be organic with current clients, resuscitation of past ones, or prospecting new ones. Your employees are very important. Number one reason employees leave is lack of appreciation, not money. That's number two. So employee incentives are big, and awards. And you can divide those categories up into the same that I just spoke about, whether it be client retention, getting new clients, past ones, or current clients, and really servicing those people. Look into co-op money. Co-op money is big. There, if you have a branded product in your store, say if you're a tire shop and you carry Michelin tires, Michelin has co-op money that's available for you to use with your advertising. And in the promotional products world, we would just be there's a form you fill out, and we're the box where you check other. And so many times they'll put up to 80% of your marketing dollars. That's huge. And you have to use it by the end of the year, use it or lose it. So check into co-op. That's a big thing. And a lot of people don't even realize they have it. So this whole thing about the Get in Touch program, advertising you can feel, it's experiential branding. It's how to ignite love in the customers, and you're getting your brand in their hands so they can touch and feel. There it is. Get in touch. Advertise you can touch and feel. And promotional products are welcome in spaces and places other media can't come close to touching. It is a $24.7 billion industry, and after a decade, it has consecutive growth. That's a large number. So, excuse me, if you looked at a chart, 16 and 17, and I have actually more updated information, promotional products rank 6th overall, but we're the fastest growing industry in marketing expenditures. It is so powerful. You're putting your brand on a tangible product and putting it in someone's hand. They polled advertisers and they all came up with these things. You see the percentages. I won't sit there and read, but they said they would rather receive a promotional product than a call, an email, a mail, a video, TV commercials. I mean, it just goes down the list. And those percentages, check those out. They're really high. And consumers, they love promotional products, and we love to give them out. It's just, who doesn't like giving a gift? Who doesn't like handing someone a little surprise? Even if it's a lip balm, they say thank you. They say thank you. It's a medium which demands a response. I guess you don't have to, but it's usually automatic. And consumers across all generations love them. They voted them the number one most effective medium that made you take an action. 10 out of 10 are willing to go out of their way for promo products. And the top faves, now this has shifted a little bit with COVID. It was basically 29% of the market. People want wearables or sales. 17% are health and beauty. That's actually creeped up slightly, and the wearables have gone down. And then tech is big. Food and beverage actually has a little bit larger share now because travel has gone down so dramatically. Food and beverage, sending a custom little box with a little snack attack in there to your employees who are working from home, or customers that may be working from home. Just something to get in the mail, a happy in the times that we're in. Just, hey, I was thinking about you. A third of millennials say they're in constant contact with promo products. And then check this video out. Paul McCartney at a basketball game, reaching to grab a t-shirt. I'm pretty sure he has plenty of t-shirts and may own a few companies. Who knows? He's a Beatle, my goodness. But he was so caught up in the experience of grabbing a t-shirt with a little band around it that's branded. I mean, that's great. This guy doesn't need that. But it's the same idea. He's caught up in the experience of it. It's fun. Same thing if you're standing out there, you'll freeze to death at a Mardi Gras parade to stand there and grab some plastic beads. But a lot of those plastic beads have branded medallions on there. It's ingenious. And you're standing there trying to get as many as you can. And really the value of those is not much. 96% of people want to know ahead when companies are going to roll out new promo products. and they're part of our everyday life. You think your coffee mug, you drink out of it every day. It's with you all the time. Now, this is Hidden Valley, KFC, and Taco Bell. These are just some examples of some really cool promotions they did. They really targeted the younger crowd, probably the next gens. Uh, who ever thought they wanted to float on a Colonel raft? But it was a huge hit. There's a packet of hot sauce for Taco Bell and a ranch dressing. But you think about how fun that is, especially for the young group. They eat it up. They really do. And it's such a great way to get your billboard out there and in use. This was a great campaign. So this is when we still had national sales meetings. They had a company it was a very large meeting, and they gave all their employees a really nice DeBoss luggage tag to go home when they left the sales meeting. And people were all over the airports, headed to wherever their destination was. And this was a big company, so one may not know the other, but they'll see each other in the airport, as their luggage is coming around the terminal, and they're like, oh, there's a common ground. You see that one little luggage tag and it connects you with someone else. Plus, it was just a nice, thoughtful gift, as are these printed flip flops. Who knew? They even have them to where you can have a bottle opener in the bottom, or you can have a deboss in the bottom. So every time they step in the sand, it leaves your logo. Really cool. Printed water bottles, an umbrella, beach towel. Beach towel is one of the number one promo products that people never throw away. And if you think about it, I've picked up a towel that you could actually see through at my house. So there, it has longevity. This was such a cute promotion. You see, OU did a Beat Michigan in 2014. These are baby blankets in the nursery. Well, apparently they're big rivals, and it was Beat-ish again in 2018. This went viral. It was a huge hit. And I thought, that is ingenious. I mean, people are having babies every day. So they had these blankets in there. They really connected well with their community in the local hospital. So back to Hidden Valley Ranch, they do a really good job. They targeted again the next gens. Well, they're in college, and some of them may recognize this little keg vehicle. So I thought that was brilliant. They thought that's really recognized by this group, and college kids dip everything in ranch, French fries, chicken, you name it. So these are tiny little bottles that went in their refrigerators and constantly reminded them of the brand. It's all about promo products or touching the five senses, and then plus a sixth sense of ownership. No other media does that. 83% or more have a more favorable impression of the advertiser, and the next gen was 88% more favorable impression of the advertiser. And then in general, 79% look up the brand, but the next gens, it's 87%. And if you think about it, it's immediate gratification. If they get a thing, they want to know what that is. So they check it out, look it up. I mean, that's fantastic. That's a call to action they didn't even realize that they were called to do. Now, whoever would have thought that Cheetos would show up in New York Fashion Week? But there it is. Really great way to brand. Same thing, Apple, this was an incentive program they did with their employees. The jacket was the first thing that you won for whatever milestone. And then every milestone after that, you collected these lapel pins. Well, everybody wanted to be included, so they would strive to reach whatever that milestone was at their job, because they could all see each other wearing their pins. Great way to incentivize. 88% of people remember the advertiser that's printed on the product. That is a very large number. Starbucks did a campaign in DC at a store. Every employee was ASL certified. Everything in the store was branded with sign language. It was amazing. That is advertising with a purpose. Gift boxes, the monthly subscription things or quarterly, we all know what that is. Well, Arby's figured out how to do it, give them a coupon for whatever meal, and they're wearing their billboards, running around with them on their head. It's brilliant. And people are buying this. This isn't a giveaway. They are purchasing this. That's crazy. This a little creepy, but so, who wants to have Colonel Sanders on their pillowcase? But they ran this promo and they put it as a pop-up shop online. It sold out 5 times over. That's amazing to me. And it's again, this young group just thinks these things are fun, but you're getting your brand into their home and they see it. I mean, wow, it's on a pillow. These are just a few pictures of us. We have face masks, mugs, you name it. I can't think of anything that we don't do, but we're here to help you. We don't want to just sell you a mug. We don't want to just sell you a thing. We want to sit down and bring you ideas. We want to look at your marketing with you and see where we can help you plug in and make things relevant. Because if you're giving out, uh, little tools, little Leatherman tools at a makeup show, well, that's probably not going to resonate with your crowd. We've got to direct it so it's useful for you. And then custom packaging. That's one of the things that we have heard over and over lately. And this is send it in the mail, handing it out as, person to person, but it's a first impression and it adds so much value. We can customize a box inside, outside, upside down. It is a whole experience, holistic experience thing, and it caters to your audience, and it creates loyalty. And if you think about that Apple box when you open your phone, from the way it feels all the way to the way it looks, most people don't chuck that in the trash because the box is so nice. It's a total experience and it's a first impression. And wow, what a good one. And most people, 79%, they don't trash the products after they've used them for an average of 1 to 3 years. They just pass them on to someone else. Seth Godin. Seth Godin, he's a marketing guru. He's got 19 bestsellers, including The Purple Cow. Check him out. He's got blogs. This man knows what he's doing, and he can help you with your marketing ideas, plans. He's amazing. I would advise checking him out. And as we come to a close a little bit, I found this an acronym, Business Armor. It applies to employees and customers. Just remember these every day. Appreciate, recognize, motivate, educate, and then reinforce all of that over and over and over. This is so important. And as we wrap it up, this has been the largest shift in the way we market to people in a long time with COVID. So here are some of the biggest changes and thoughts to go with them. Brick and mortar. Knowing and seeing a local hometown business and being able to put a face with a name has become so important to consumers. Everything is digital, everything. And you don't know what you're buying, who it's from. It may come from 47,000 miles away and be 3 inches as opposed to 3 feet. There's so many things that can go wrong, but when you deal with a person and a local company, you have a connection with that person. Alternative distribution is big, and you could think maybe like Grubhub or Uber Eats. They're taking food from restaurants and delivering them straight into people's hands in their homes. Be a part of that. Jump in. Use a coupon some way in there. Print your information on the bag. There's so many ways to connect with those alternative distributions. And then mail. Number one thing that we have heard over and over after packaging is a handwritten note. It's made a huge comeback. It can be anything. Happy birthday. Just thinking about you. Thank you. Haven't seen you in a while. Miss you. have some very nice stationery that catches someone's attention, and handwrite. That's big. Who wouldn't feel happy getting something in the mail? And then the last of the wrap it up, as we said before, it's a total experience. Let your consumer know your story and how much thought you've put into that packaging for that holistic experience when they open the box. Thanks so much for being with us. We hope that P3 can do anything to help you with your marketing and branding. Give us a call and we'll just reach out. We'll do anything we can to help. Thanks.